Hello, good morning from Los Angeles, California, and good afternoon, good night in Brazil and other countries, Portuguese, English, and Spanish speaking, or any other language. You are absolutely welcome. Bom dia, pessoal, bom dia. São 10h31 da manhã, domingo, aqui em Los Angeles, Califórnia. Bem-vindo. Bem-vindo a todos. Deixa eu começar a ler um versículo aqui em Tiago, capítulo 5, versículo 12, que diz assim: Mas, sobretudo, meus irmãos, não jureis, nem pelo céu, nem pela terra, nem façais qualquer outro juramento. Mas quando a vossa palavra, mas que a vossa palavra seja sim, sim e não, não, para que não caiais em condenação. Eu gosto dessa escritura porque mostra mais uma vez a importância de nós sermos diretos no que falamos, né? Sermos mais objetivos e termos a coragem de falar sim e não. Hello everybody, welcome. Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna be probably switching between English and Spanish or Portuguese, all right guys? I hope you don't mind. Hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you for participating. I got 21 people out there. That's awesome. Look, guys, I'm going to try to talk about politics today. I don't know if I'm going to be able or not. I'm not talking about partidarism. I'm not talking about parties. I'm talking about the results. I would like to talk about the results of the elections here on the United States and my take on it. But you know what? You guys will decide what you want me to talk about it, okay? I'm trying to synchronize, put my my TV on a YouTube here so I can watch my performance too. Hello guys, hello, thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate, all right. Daniel Salvador, thank you. Obrigado, Daniel. Muitas gracias, Daniel. Azra Zahir, I think, well, I don't know. Maybe Azra is going to be out for very soon. I'm going to give one chance for him to change his way of talking. Anyway, we would like to invite everybody to be part of this, but please be very polite, well, in good manner, please. All right? Just be careful with your words, because if you don't behave yourself, I'm going to have to take you out. This is a very respectful channel, and we just want to talk about stuff in a very good manner and respectful way. Okay? You are welcome, everybody, all right? Okay. Thank you for participating, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up. I got 4 thumbs up over there. Thank you so much. Guys, if you want to subscribe to my channel and want to learn more about the subject that I talk about everything. I got a lot of videos posted there. And, I normally talk about a variety of stuff, but today I'm kind of going to give you, uh, a chance to talk whatever you want to. Well, I think all children deserve respect, not only children, but human being. Answering your question, AK-76. To me, a war is a full stuff from human being. And, every time we find a way to kill each other, show how stupid we are. War is for stupid people. That's how I think, and I'm trying to be polite on this one. Thank you for the offer, Azra, but I don't need your money, and I don't want your money, okay? But you're still welcome, okay? Still, let's see how far you're gonna go. Thank you. Mario G, thank you. No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Mario. I don't think Ukraine. I'm originally from Brazil. I've been in the United States for over 30 years now, and I don't think we should see each other's by category, by Africans, by Middle Eastern, by European, by South American, Latin American, and that's not how you see people. To me, in my opinion, I think we should be one nation. One nation. The world nation, earth nation, human nation. That's how I see things. And not only that, I'm going to go even further on this, saying that the biggest mistake of humanity are two. One is politics, the second is religion. I'm not talking about gospel. I'm not talking about Jesus Christ or any other prophet. I'm talking about religion. Religion is a man-made, and politics as well. Thank you for participating. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. Here I am. Somebody's calling me a grandfather. I appreciate. Thank you. I appreciate, Azra. Thank you for participating. All right? I appreciate. So anyway, let me go ahead and, you guys can interrupt. I mean, you can send any message you want. Let me just go ahead talking about the results of the election in the United States this week, okay? I pretty much came to the conclusion for when it comes to the electoral or Trump followers and people who voted for him, a lot of them see him not only as a political leader, but also, also as a religious leader too. That's what I noticed, and definitely he won the elections. Let's see what's gonna be for the present future. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I don't really know. I didn't expect he was going to win for that much margin of, but he definitely won on a popular vote and on the electoral vote. So he's the guy now, and let's hope for the best. All right? So yes, a lot of his promise is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. If he decides to follow his words and his promise, it's not gonna be easy days ahead of us. It's gonna be a tough days, and mainly for immigrants, for people who want to come to the United States, for people who are here illegally, undocumented, is going to be a tough years ahead. That's according to what he said. I don't know, maybe he will change. I don't think so. But that is going to be a lot of stuff. But the main element of this election was the economy and immigration, definitely. For Republicans and Democrats, immigration and economy was the top reason why they voted for Trump. So there we are. We're going to have to see what's going to happen these next 4 years and hope for the best. All right? Okay, Daniel, thank you again for participating. All right, hi. Okay. Okay, according to Mr. Whatever, he's saying that if you're here illegally, you don't deserve to be here. You're breaking the laws. Well, that's kind of makes sense in a way, but it's a more complicated than that. But I understand your point of view. But it's interesting that people who break the law also and was convicted, break the law. Now he's going to be the president. How about that? But that's different, right? But I understand. Thank you for a point of view, all right? I appreciate your opinion. So let me see what else I wrote here. To me, also, what I noticed on this election is that the moral, legal values are not as important as economy and immigration. And that's a true fact. Why should we have to pay taxes to give people weekly debit card allowance in New York when you can't even help our own homeless people and veterans who have put their life on the line? I agree with you. But unfortunately, let me tell you something. That is about approximately 700,000 homeless in the United States. You don't see much programs on that. California, I'm here, is the only state that is really trying to do something about it, and which is very complicated the issue of homeless. It's a very, very complicated, because there is many factors that cause homelessness. It's not only economic, problem. It's a mental health problem. It's a lot of identity problem, drug problems. Man, it's so complicated. But yes, I think you're right. And not only that, Mr. I don't want to say your name because unfortunately you pick a very wrong, nickname in there. So, and I still don't know why you're there. But anyway, let me tell you something. Putting billions and billions of dollars in wars like Ukraine and Israel, it's absolutely immoral too, because there we are killing tens of thousands of people, right? And this money could very well solve all the homeless problem, don't you think? But it's different, right? We see this differently. That's protecting our nation, according to most of Republicans, by the way. And let me tell you something. Let me make myself clear. I am not, absolutely not Republican. And I am not, absolutely not Democrat. I'm just make myself clear here, But let me tell you, we should take care of this country. You're right. but it's a sensitive topic, and when it comes to human stuff like helping people, it's a very politicized element. It's not a human problem here. If you help too much the poor, you're called socialist or leftist, right? If you put a lot of people in prison, you call further right. You know what I'm saying? So it is that it's like I said in the beginning, when it comes to politics and religion, the hypocrisy is absolutely disgusting, you know. So I'm just saying that it looks like today's politics, it's about which one is least wrong. You know what I mean? Right? It's just like that. Looks like we don't want good people in power. And by the way, why you really need people in power to do the right thing, huh? Why you and me need someone up there to tell us what to do, to tell us what is right and what is wrong? Why we need a religious person, a pastor, a priest, or whatever you want to call, to tell us on a Sunday like today, or Saturday, or any other day of the week, on a sermon, and telling us what we already know, right? If you like the scriptures, you can read yourself, you can talk about it like I'm talking right now, right? But you don't need somebody to preach you, to tell you what to do in politics and religion. And I don't know if you know, but religions in today's around this planet, it's an empire too. And for those who think that in the United States we don't have theological or theocracy, government-based theocracy, you think again. Think again. I don't have to tell you that there is two bodies that is governing this country, two, evangelical and Judaism. If you don't believe, look at the Biden administration. Look at the Trump administration before and now. So then we accuse other countries like Iran of being, theocracy system, which is true. But we don't want to look to ourselves, right? We love to point fingers. Looks like the problem is always on the neighbor's yard. But you're right. We need to clean up the house. We have to do the right things, but not in a convenient way, but in a fair and honest way. Keep religion out of this. And I was yesterday on my live presentation, I was talking about, maybe it's time for us, globally speaking, to think about a new order, a new system. Forget the Roman style system. Maybe you should find some other more smart, intelligent way of governing ourselves. I don't know. I'm just talking right now. I'm just talking. And I don't know much. I normally tell people that I am an expert in what we shouldn't do. If you want to know about what you shouldn't do, maybe I can help you out. But if you ask me what we should, I don't know much. I'm a bit dumb on that. I am in California. I'm in California. But I've been around this country. I lived in Florida for about 19 years. I lived in Nevada for about 10 years or so. 30 plus years in this country wandering around. And I still couldn't find myself, you know. Okay, hello to New York then. Best wishes to the New York people. You know, it's gonna be really something to watch, because what this new administration is promising is something absolutely out of the book. I don't know how he's gonna do it, and I'm not sure if he's gonna do the way he's telling, but it's gonna be a big mess if he decides to do what he's telling, what he's preaching. By the way, I want to tell you guys, and one thing was for sure that I clearly saw in this election. I saw this in 2016, in 2020, and I saw now. And he is a great, church leader. So he got a lot of followers. And I noticed that they don't matter. It's almost like Tim Jones, history, you should check that out, kind of guy who was kind of governing the people in a spiritual and philosophical and political way. And let's see what he's going to do about this thing. It's going to be something very different. But let's see. Let's see. Kamala Harris and the Democrat Party lost the elections because of their policies. Horrible. And considering the type of vote that Kamala Harris and the Democrat Party have, which is the left vote, I can tell you for sure that the war in the Middle East was the main cause of their loss and the economy. They couldn't fix that. A lot of people thought that the abortion was going to be a big deal, and clearly wasn't. For those who was following the situation here, they put as the most important elements on this election was going to be the economy, immigration, and abortion. And guess what? I don't think abortion was on that top three. I don't think so. And definitely the Middle East wasn't either. The wars wasn't either. Like most of the elections for Americans, economy is always the top. I am surprised that immigration came that far and went to the top three. Because if you look back on the elections before Trump, nobody really cared much about this topic. But now it became something that the people really wants to know what's going to happen. So anyway, there we are. We are in this situation. And now let me tell you something. I wrote this in Portuguese, okay? So I'm gonna see if I can translate that to English. You know, it's my quote, okay? Uh, I don't believe that it is important to be right. I don't believe in that, okay? What I really think it's important is to be immaculately well informed. Knowledge, knowing, understanding the information is the most important thing in life, I believe. Wisdom. But if I'm right or wrong, doesn't matter. Welcome, Blacks. I appreciate. Thank you, and thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Guys, let me just pause a little bit and telling you guys that I am in Los Angeles, California, and I do have my live presentations. 10:30. You know what? I think I started the wrong one today. I changed the time. I normally start on Instagram, and I forgot and I start on YouTube. But anyway, so at 12 p.m. California time, I'm gonna be on Instagram. Okay? Maybe there is a reason why I accidentally changed to 10:30 a.m. Pacific time on a YouTube. YouTube channel is COTodd, and Instagram at CarlosTodd63. So 12 p.m. California time, I'll be on a Instagram at CarlosTodd63. All right, there. And I'm also on a Saturdays. I am on a YouTube and TikTok. TikTok is Carlos Todd 56. And you also can check my videos, my posts, my messages there. There is a lot of, videos in Portuguese though. So I hope you guys can enjoy that too. Hello, South African boys. Thank you for watching from South Africa. I appreciate, my man. I really do appreciate, okay? If you guys have any question, I was here, self-inflicting myself and a political talking. But yeah, I couldn't, hold my words and my thoughts, about what happened this week, Anyway. Another thing, guys, I want to tell you guys, is that I'm about to, probably this week, I keep telling I'm going to do it, and I haven't done yet. But I want to do a live probably it's going to be on Instagram, or I'm not sure where I'm going to do it, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. But I think I'm going to be on Instagram. I'm not sure. I'm going to do a live about the transportation business in the United States, which I know a little bit about it. Trucking industry, van industry, cargo industry, because I've seen a lot of posts out there on Instagram mainly and TikTok, and there is a lot of misinformation, wrong information, things that is not absolutely right. And I normally tell people that worse than lies is half-truth. Don't you think? Because half-truth is confusing. Do you know when it comes to, let's give an example, when there is like a judgment, in a court situation, you have all the witness, the prosecutors, judges, and the jurors, né? So you know that the main cases on the United States, all the defense team needs to do is create the situation of a reasonable doubt. It's not necessary to prove that their clients are innocent, you know, because supposedly, right? We are innocent until we're proved guilty. That's, to me, that's a BS, right? But supposedly. But anyway, I'm just mentioning that because all the defense team normally do is create doubt. So half-truth causes that. That's what I was trying to say when I was talking about having a live about trucking business and transportation business in the United States, because I've seen a lot of half-truth out there by those YouTubers, Instagrammers, TikTokers, talking things about transportation that I look like. I look and then I think to myself, my goodness, misleading information. There is a lot of misleading information. I'm talking about transportation business, but the social media and traditional media, they have something in common. A lot of misinformation and half-truth. Of course, they have plenty lies too. Hi, hello, Ivan. Ivan, thank you for participating. Look, Ivan, I was confused today. I was gonna start on Instagram and I decided to start on a YouTube. Bem-vindo, bem-vindo, Ivan, bem-vindo, ok? Eu vou estar aqui por enquanto em inglês, mas se você tiver alguma pergunta, eu estava falando um monte aqui sobre política agora, sobre a derrota do Partido Democrata. Seria muito interessante, talvez lá no Instagram, porque agora eu vou ter que começar o Instagram ao meio-dia, horário aqui da Califórnia, acho que é 4 da tarde, aí talvez seja 5, né? Porque aqui voltou 1 hora. Ou seja, está tudo bagunçado a hora, então. Em outras palavras, às 11h30, horário daqui. Portuguese school, yeah, South African. By the way, South African, I forgot to welcome you and thank you for being a new subscriber, okay? I appreciate. So South African, so either way, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be on 12 p.m. I'm gonna California time, Pacific time. I'm gonna be on the Instagram, okay? At CarlosTodd63. At CarlosTodd63 on Instagram. All right, you can find me there. And Saturdays, I'm also on TikTok on Saturdays, CarlosTodd56. Okay. All right, so. Obrigado, Ivan, obrigado por estar participando, por estar aí nos acompanhando sistematicamente falando. Obrigado, okay? So yes, so anyway, I'm planning to do this live about, probably it's not gonna be today, but some other day, maybe this week, I wanna do this. Thank you, South African, thank you, all right? Look, as I have someone from South Africa that is following me too. I don't know if it was you, but I forgot now. But I know there is someone out there that is following me from South Africa. I appreciate. Look, you can follow me there. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok too. Okay, if you want. By the way. All right. Okay. Any question, let me know. Qualquer pergunta, Ivan, manda brasa, tá bom? So Let me tell a story about Idaho. All right, Idaho. It's a state on a Midwest, kind of Midwest. Yes, it's a neighbor of Utah, of Nevada, and I believe California too, and Washington, and perhaps Oregon. Idaho, it's a very interesting. Oh, and Montana. So Idaho is it's a very, very religious state, mainly Mormons. Mormons probably the main religious population in Idaho. So they had a few, you know, crimes there. There was a tough one. In one was the death penalty was recommended. Não, Ivan, não vi não. Jazinho, a gente conversa sobre isso aí. So the death penalty was recommended for an individual in Idaho, right? So the thing is, for whatever technical reason there, I think they're out of the product, one of the elements they use on the lethal injection, right? You know, it's a cocktail of drugs that administrate or ministrate to the supposed person that is going to be, you know, executed. So last year, 2023, the governor of Idaho, and his name is Brad Little, he approved, he signed into law that the second option for execution is going to be also the firing squad. So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to pursue that. I'm not sure now. But I'm going to keep an eye on this and I'll let you guys know, all right? Okay, South African boys, my Instagram is Carlos Todd 63. Carlos Todd 63. Carlos Todd, one word, 63. Carlos Todd 63. All right? Thank you for asking. I appreciate. And the TikTok is Carlos Todd 56. Okay, now let me answer this question. Obrigado, Jonathan. Obrigado por participar aí. Jonathan, eu dei umas mudadas hoje por um acidente. A minha memória falhou aqui. Eu comecei no lugar em vez de começar no outro, mas de repente tem algum propósito para isso. So, guys, anyway, I'm switching to Portuguese right now, but please, if you are in English, just go ahead and, you know, ask any question, make any comment, and I'll get back in English again, all right? Não, Ivan, eu não estou sabendo desse atrito entre o Brasil e a Venezuela, não estou sabendo, não. Eu estou tão concentrado, essa semana estava tão concentrado na situação que aconteceu aqui nos Estados Unidos com essas eleições. Deixa eu falar uma coisa para vocês sobre as eleições. Uma das grandes surpresas dessas eleições, não, foram várias, né? Ou seja, as pesquisas estavam erradas, de novo, né? E o Trump, naqueles 7 estados, lembra que eu mencionei, que eram os estados que iam decidir as eleições, ele ganhou em todos. Alguns com margem pequena, mas ganhou. Essa foi uma grande surpresa para os democratas. Mas, anyway, não estou sabendo não, viu, Ivan, da briga, não. All right, obrigado. Thank you, South African boys. Thank you. Guys, if you have any question out there, if it is in English, no problem. If it is in Spanish, go ahead. All right, I'm here to do my best. Like I normally say, I am the best pretender, okay? I pretend that I speak English, I pretend that I speak Spanish, and I pretend that I speak Portuguese. All right? And people pretend that they understand me and they, you know, they understand my words. So, então, pessoal, deixa eu dizer uma coisa para você. Okay, Aidan Ricketts, I just saw your following request, ok? I appreciate. Então, deixa eu falar sobre a vitória do presidente Trump, eleito presidente Trump. Não tem discussão, não tem question, não tem conversa fiada. Ele ganhou. Ganhou não só no electoral vote, como ganhou também no voto popular. A de 2016, ele ganhou no electoral vote e perdeu no voto popular por mais ou menos 4 milhões de votos em 2016. A 2020 ele perdeu, mas sempre falou que tinha ganhado, né? Nunca assumiu a derrota, mas agora não tem conversa. Ele ganhou, o povo falou. O povo quer o quê? Quer um cara que vai realmente fazer uma deportação massiva, é a promessa dele. Então, para os brasileiros que estão indocumentados, eu preciso dessa notícia para vocês. A notícia não, eu preciso dessa informação para vocês. A notícia vocês já tem. E deixa eu falar um negócio para vocês, viu, brasileiros? Orlando votou em maioria para o Trump. Por que eu estou mencionando Orlando? Porque Orlando tem uma população brasileira muito grande e evangélica. Então, tudo aquilo que estava previsto a respeito dos evangélicos aconteceu. Eles votaram em massa, inclusive brasileiros e hispanos votaram em massa a favor do candidato Trump. Então, não tem que se discutir, não tem que falar que ou fazer acusações, não. Ele ganhou. A vontade do povo é essa. Agora, tem uma coisa interessante. Os democratas esperavam que, por exemplo, a questão do aborto estaria no top 3. Eu não acho que esteve, não. Porque não foi suficiente, não. E mais mulheres votaram para o Trump dessa vez do que votou na eleição passada dele, 2020. Entendeu? Então, ele tinha a maioria dos votos masculinos e brancos, né? E dessa vez ele teve mais números de voto feminino que teve antes. Então, não tem que se questionar. Agora é segurar, apertar os cintos e ver o que vai acontecer, especialmente para os imigrantes. Agora, o que eu não quero escutar e ver nas plataformas nos próximos anos é choradeira. O primeiro brasileiro que fizer choradeira lá de Orlando em relação a isso, não vou falar não, tá? Porque a voz de vocês foi ouvida, ok? Então, inclusive, hoje eu tive a notícia, não sei se aconteceu ontem ou se vai acontecer, que o Pentágono, que seria o Estado-Maior das Forças Armadas, a gente chamaria aí no Brasil, parece que fizeram ou vai fazer uma reunião extraordinária, porque vão ter momentos difíceis que podem envolver as Forças Armadas e eu não sei o que vai acontecer por causa disso. Pode criar uma crise constitucional, eu não sei. Agora eu nem arrisco dar opinião. A verdade é, o povo americano votou em maioria para o Trump, tanto no colégio eleitoral como no voto popular. Pronto. Se tiver algum comentário e pergunta sobre isso, eu estou aqui para responder, porque eu passei a semana inteira vendo as pessoas que agora estão tentando ver o que aconteceu. O que aconteceu foi o seguinte: a política da Kamala Harris, que era uma política de continuismo da administração Biden, que já estava desagradando, certo? Não conseguiu convencer o eleitor que ela ia ser diferente. E não só isso. A questão de Michigan, lembra que eu falei para vocês, ali no Midwest, especialmente Michigan e estados vizinhos, tem uma população americana árabe muito grande e população muçulmana muito grande, e eles precisavam de Michigan também. Mas por causa da guerra, custou aos democratas as eleições. E a outra coisa também, pessoal, que eu tenho percebido no Partido Democrata nas últimas eleições, pelo menos 2 ou 3, é que eles estão movendo muito para o centro, tentando agradar a direita, e com isso está perdendo a identidade de partido de esquerda. Eu comentei isso nas conversas passadas, que infelizmente ou felizmente para muitos, depende do que você pergunta, quem é democrata não gosta de guerras, não importa. os Estados Unidos têm cada vez mais envolvido em guerras e, por surpresa, o Biden entrou nessa, né? Mas eu não preciso dizer para vocês que hoje, nesse país, tem dois grupos que governam, tá bom? É o grupo religioso evangélico e o judaísmo. Se vocês duvidam, pode examinar as administrações, tanto no Congresso, no Judiciário e no Executivo. E vocês vão ver o que eu estou falando é verdade. Ok? Então vamos lá. Alguma pergunta, algum comentário? Só falar. Alright, guys. Here I am back in English. If you guys have any question and comment, just let me know. Alright? Sorry for being, stationary on a Portuguese platform now. Alright? So, yeah. Now, I have a question, comment, whatever you want to talk, whatever you want to call this. I'm sorry. All right. I want to throw out there the subject of tattoo and pierce. Okay. Okay, Jonathan. Okay, let me see. Jonathan Gonçalves disse, he said, after the defeat of Kamala Harris, women ask themselves when they reach the White House, what do they think about it? Well, at this election, let me tell you something, guys. Remember when we were talking about what was the top 3 elements on the election? You know, all those surveys here in the United States determined that the top elements of important elements for this election was economy, immigration, and abortion, right? I think they got it wrong on the abortion. And I think between the top one is economy, but the top 2, I'm not sure if was immigration, because immigration wasn't that important before. It is important, clearly it's important, But to me, I think racism, and homophobic, ideas could be on the ballot too. What I'm trying to say is this: probably, like in the Hillary Clinton situation in 2016, probably the majority of the voters in the United States wasn't ready for a woman, Black Asian woman. I think this is probably was one of the biggest elements. And it's funny because I didn't hear much on a traditional media about that. I was hearing them talk every day. And this morning I was listening to them, right? And they were talking about this and that, and I haven't really seen them concentrating on the war issue, because I think this was the nail on the coffin was the war. And then remember, Kamala Harris had only 109 days to put together her election. So it wasn't a good enough time to do something. And it's tough for a person who is a vice president to try to send a different message or the same message that her president was doing. It's kind of tough. And the other mistake, I think, that was on a Joe Biden shoulders, is that they should have more time, and have the primary selection of the candidate, They should say, let's see what the people want as a president. But they didn't want to do it for many reasons. One is tradition. It would be kind of not too good to have Kamala Harris out of the ticket, right? Because traditionally, they normally use the vice president as the next candidate. So there we go. So this election was very much like the 2016, in my opinion, because I don't really think that Trump won by himself. What I think is that Kamala Harris did a horrible job, like Hillary did. What they call the word charisma. She didn't have the charisma, and she couldn't earn the trust of the American people. And I don't blame the American people, because I think I said many times this election was about the bad and the worse, you know. And I think the worst won, but maybe I'm wrong, because I was wrong about the numbers. I didn't believe that that he was gonna get all the 70 states that was on a swinging for one side or the other, and he got it. So that's complicated, man. So the Democratic Party, they're gonna do something. They have to do something about it if they wanna. But we have a different Republican Party too. Today's Republican Party is absolutely different. Uh, Trump taxes could benefit Brazil's relationship with China. What do you think on this relationship? Yeah, he's talking about, Trump is talking about the tariff here. And matter of fact, the biggest group here in auto parts, they call AutoZone. It's a place that they sell auto parts, nationwide. They're already saying that if Trump puts the tariff against China, which is about 25% or so, guess who's going to pay for? Us. So it's so stupid, because most of the stuff is coming out of China, right? So the auto parts industry here, they're going to buy the product from China, and then Mr. John Doe is going to buy a part for his car. Well, the AutoZone, this is their words, received the parts with 25% more taxes on it. Who is going to pay for that? Do you think the AutoZone is going to say, well, you're going to have to swallow this? No, they're going to say, this product is $10, it's going to be 25% more. That's simple. So it's stupid. China is not going to lose anything with this. They're just going to, all right, so we're sending this for $10 for you. Now it's going to be $12, $12.50. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. It's a stupid strategy, but what can we say? And the bottom line, end of the day, remember, the people chose him, no question. Hi. Oh, I think I remember XYZ, right? I think I saw you yesterday, maybe. By the way, welcome. I appreciate your participation. So, are we on 5 minutes away for the end of this live? I think so. Daniel Salvador, thank you for participating again. You disappeared, now you're back. Thank you. All right. Any other question? Well, Jonathan, eu não sei se você entendeu a resposta, eu espero que sim. Se não, a gente pode bater um papo uma hora sobre isso. Mas o ponto é o seguinte, pessoal, a política maluca do Trump ganhou. That's it. What is the topic for today? Man, I'm here shooting myself on my foot because I decided to pick politics today. I was talking about the election this week, the results, and just telling everybody that decisively, fortunately for once, unfortunately for others, Trump won the election. No question about it, because he won an electoral vote and a popular vote. So now let's see what's going to happen to the immigrants, mostly illegal or undocumented in the United States, because he is promising a massive, massive deportation. I don't know how this is going to take about it. I don't know. Ok, good, Jonathan. Muito bom. Thank you, Daniel. All right. You support Trump? Good for you then. So then you're celebrating, right? I hope you're right. I wish that, something good is going to come about this. I know the agenda. I know what he's promised. I don't know if he's going to do anything about it. By the way, let me tell you something. He is saying that when it comes to Ukraine, Russia, he's going to solve this in no time. In fact, I heard that he's already talking to Volodymyr Zelensky, president of Ukraine, and Vladimir Putin, president of Russia. And he already, received some compliments from Benjamin Netanyahu. Let me tell you this: he don't love Iran, that I know, and he don't care much about the Arabic communities. I don't think so. Although he got a very good relationship with the wealthy Arab nations, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Arab Emirates. That I know. But other than that, if you're a Muslim in poor country like in Africa, I don't think you're going to be in a good hands. That's my thoughts. I may be wrong now because nobody really knows what's going to happen. That's the truth. Nobody really knows. How does Trump's victory impact the war between Russia and Ukraine? Well, according to him, it is going to be a huge impact. I don't believe, but we'll see. I think the relationship between Trump and Vladimir Putin, according to this many years, it's a very intriguing, at least. He clearly in the past said that he admired Vladimir Putin. So I don't see how good this is going to be for Ukraine. I really don't know. Nobody knows because he never said what or how he's going to do, how he's going to put an end to the war in Ukraine between Ukraine and Russia. I know this: whatever happened there, Ukraine is going to lose somehow. And we're talking about territory here. And the other thing, talking about the Ukraine-Russia situation, I don't know if you guys know, but Trump is not a big fan of NATO, for other calls OTAN. So, man, it's going to be something. Now, he is not a big fan of Iran or Iran either. So I don't see. He's saying that he's going to put an end of the war between Israel, Palestine, and Lebanon. I doubt it. But this is all his promises. I don't know. Now it's like I don't know. That's the honest truth. Okay. All right. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for participating, man. He is really participating. Guys, I gotta go now. It's 11:30 a.m. Vou ter que ir agora. São 11h30. Meio-dia. Meio-dia estarei lá no Instagram. Como eu mudei e inverti os horários, agora deixa, né? Então, daqui a 29 minutos, estarei no Instagram. All right, guys. In about 29 minutes, I'm going to be on Instagram. Write it down if you want to be part of it, okay? Carlos Todd 63, Carlos Todd 63, Carlos Todd 63, Instagram, 12 p.m. California time. All right? I just want to say thank you very much. I appreciate your participation. I really do. So you can follow me if you want, thumbs up if you want. If you want to share this platform, it will be great. If you want to follow me, it's going to be even better. And if you guys want to check it out, my other platform, there we have Instagram, Carlos Todd 63, TikTok, Carlos Todd 56, and of course, YouTube, COTodd, COTodd. I see you in about 28 minutes on Instagram, Carlos Todd 63. Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Jonathan. See you soon.